Hello, my dear wonderful friends. In today's video, we are going to be trimming the eyelashes. So I showed you in the previous video how to root the eyelashes and then spray them with water and comb them up with like a little baby brush or a baby comb. Now we're going to trim them, and the way you trim the eyelashes is after they have dried. And I know these are a little wet because I dampened them again, but after they've dried, you trim the edges on the outside corner of the eyelashes. You need to trim them, point cutting them a little longer than you want. And then in the center of the eye, you need to have that part of the eyelashes a little shorter. The reason why you dampen the eyelashes on day one or after you've rooted them is to get the eyelashes to have that little tiny bit of a curl, and so they're not sticking straight out. You want them to curl up a little bit, and so I always try to dampen my eyelashes and let them air dry to get them to go upwards. Once they have gone upwards a little bit, they've got that natural curl, and then you're welcome to cut them. And I just couldn't get a hold of the eyelashes easily, so I used a spritz bottle and spritz them again. So it's really up to you what you decide to do, but preferably you need to have the eyelashes dry naturally, facing upwards, so that they get that little bit of a bend. And where I've spritzed my eyelashes, I'm now going to just trim them a little bit wet or damp. So it's just really up to you, whatever's easiest. I just couldn't get a hold of them because they were dry. So now we're just going to cut off some of the length, probably down to 1 inch long for the first part. We're just kind of cut off some of the length so it's more manageable. And once you have that length cut off, you can start shaping them. And you need to shape them in a way that the lashes are shorter on the inside of the eye next to the nose and longer on the edges. I'm just using a little brush to brush off all the little pieces of hair. I'll try to link this brush in the description box below, but any like soft, bristly, like cosmetic brush will work to dust off the little tiny pieces of hair. And we're just point cutting as we go to get them. You don't want them all like blunt. You want them to be more of a soft lashes, not all one length. And I like to work from the outside edge to the center. Once you have your lashes just the way you want them, we're going to insert the eyes once again. So bake your baby's vinyl for 4 minutes in your new wave oven just to soften the vinyl up before inserting the eyes. It'll make it a lot easier. And it's really up to you if you want to keep your baby's eyes inserted. You can also root the eyelashes with the eyes in place. It's easy to take the eyes in and out if you warm the vinyl first. I'm just cutting those lashes to the right length, a little longer on the edges and shorter nearer to the inner corner of the eyes. Isn't our baby gonna look just so sweet with her lashes? If you skipped ahead to this video and you missed the previous video, I did seal her vinyl first with a matte sealer. I used the dewy skin varnish, but you can use any matte sealer or satin varnish that you'd like, or a mix of the two. But once you have your baby's vinyl sealed, you can move on to adding the hair and the lashes. I reinserted the baby's eyes, and now I'm just adding some more lashes. And you're welcome to do this in either way, whatever way you feel more comfortable. You can take the eyes out to insert the lashes, or you can leave them in. And honestly, I prefer to have the eyes still in place when I insert the lashes. Just continue rooting the lashes in the direction that you want the lashes to go until you have filled in the lashes enough that you are happy with the way they look. And just make sure that your needle is facing the direction of the lashes. Once you have rooted enough lashes, tweeze out any extra lashes that may have been pushed into the baby's vinyl, because every time you push that needle through the vinyl, you're gonna get 1 to 2 strands of hair. And it's really up to you if you want to tweeze those out or if you want to leave them. But I have found that the lashes, especially after applying the clear mascara, I have found that the lashes look better when there's only 1 lash per hole. Notice the angle of my needle as inserted into the baby's vinyl. That's the direction that the lashes should be on the edges, is facing that direction. And it really doesn't matter if you keep the eyes in place or take them out and then put them back in, just as long as you warm up the vinyl each time. Now I'm trimming off the extra lashes that I've applied. You can make your lashes as thick or as sparse as you would like. If you want thicker lashes, insert more. And then point cut them to match the lashes you did in the previous step. Now we're going to add some clear mascara. I got this clear mascara from Amazon, but I'm sure you can get it at Walgreens or CVS or any of those places. I just like how they make the baby's lashes look fuller, and it also helps them curl. Doesn't she look so sweet? All right, the next part of our video is the part where we glue the magnet for the pacifier. You can also use some tweezers to separate the lashes so they're not too clumpy, or your needle, your rooting needle. Okay, for the next part, you need E6000 glue, a pacifier that has a magnet already attached, and then your earth magnets. And I just dropped the earth magnet inside the baby's head, and the pacifier will attract that magnet into the right spot. So it's very important that you have a pacifier that has been prepared ahead of time. I get my pacifiers from Dolls by Sandy or from Irresistible Doll Babies. I think McPherson's also has pacifiers that have magnets attached. And another great source for pacifiers is on Etsy. So there's no need to make your own pacifiers when you can just get them from a reliable source, and then use your E6000 glue. This you can get from any craft store or online or from Amazon. I'll link in the description box below where to find E6000 glue. All the baby supply stores have this glue as well. And then you need a disposable paintbrush to apply the glue. And I just add a little tiny bit of the glue to the end of a disposable paintbrush. Make sure it's a paintbrush you don't care about, because you're not going to be able to use it again after this time. You just add a dollop of glue and place it right where the magnet has attached to the pacifier or been attracted. Just move the magnet aside and swipe with the glue, and then it will move back into place. Once you've applied enough of the E6000 glue, then you let it dry for probably 2 or 3 hours or overnight, because it takes a while for this glue to dry completely and be sufficiently glued. Now we're going to add a little hair bow. Here are the 2 bows that I've selected to use, and I'm going to show you how we glued the magnet to the baby bow. And I don't use this 6000 for this step. I use a hot glue gun. So if you happen to have a hot glue gun handy, get that one out, and a little piece of felt that has been cut into a circle shape. For the chiffon bow, I'm going to use this size of circle. But for the little pink one, it's too big. So you need a smaller felt circle for the pink one. I got these pink bows off of Amazon, and the chiffon circle or the chiffon bow I made myself. And so If you would like to get some bows like this, I will link in the description box below where I got them from. Any other bows you can get from Etsy if you don't want to make it yourself. Now, taking a tiny piece of felt, you hot glue your magnet in place. And then you place the felt. Make sure that you have the magnet polarized. Is that what it's called? You need to make sure the magnet is facing the right way for how you glued your magnet on your baby. And I've pre-tested that because you don't want them to not connect. I guess you need to polarize your magnets ahead of time. Make sure they're facing the right direction before you glue. It's a very important step. And that's all there is to the cute little bow. Just wait till you see how sweet she is going to look with this little bow on her head. One thing that I've noticed a lot of Reborn artists doing these days, though, is using headbands. But if your Reborn mommies want a head bow, then it's important to add that little magnet to the baby, inside the baby's head, for those particular mommies that want to add head bows to their babies. Back when I was having babies, we just used the tiniest little bows. These bows are a bit bigger, but they're still just as cute. You can easily make your own baby bows if you're crafty, which I know you all are. Or you can buy a bunch from Etsy or Amazon. All right, let's see how this baby bow is going to look on our Reborn baby doll. This particular baby is baby Anna. And I'll link this kit in the description box below, just in case you want to make a baby like this one. And here is her sweet little head. Like I showed you before, all you have to do is drop that magnet inside, and then you are ready to glue the magnet in place where you want the baby's bow to be. So anywhere you want that baby bow to be is where you will glue the magnet on the inside. And look how cute she's going to look with her little hair bow on her head. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use a disposable paintbrush to glue that magnet in place. So get one of your disposable paintbrushes, or a wooden chopstick would work, and just add a dollop of the E6000 glue to the magnet inside of her head. This is when a rooting pillow would come in handy. It's because I don't want that bow to be knocked out of place. There, now she has a little bit more support. All right. Just be sure you don't get any glue on the pillow. And we're just going to add more glue to another disposable paintbrush. I have a lot of these little paintbrushes lying around. You can get them at the dollar store, or at the craft store. Just as long as it's a paintbrush that you don't mind throwing away afterwards. And then you glue that bow in place and let it dry for 6 to 12 hours. I haven't really calculated how long it takes for this glue to dry, but it does take several hours for it to dry completely. And you can just let your baby's head rest on the rooting pillow until it is completely dry. And there you have your cute little baby with her cute little bow. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in our next video. Have a wonderful, beautiful, magical day. And be sure to leave any comments in the box below if you have any questions or comments. All right, bye everyone.